the silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier.
They'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Gain of 4.
From the gun, it's Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Carr to the rookie Ruggs for a Raider first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Good running there by Jacobs on first down as he's able to take this forward for a gain of 6.
He was tackled at the 40.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Locke working out of the gun. And he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
And the Broncos first down.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Bronco ball carrier.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Locke. He'll find Lindsay here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's locked. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
7-yard line.
They'll run with Lindsay. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. One more time with Lindsay, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsay with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. These two teams all tied after one.
Tied 7-7.
Second down and 7. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And 1.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Good. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
29-yard line.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Jacobs. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Justin Simmons on the tackle.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past across the 45. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They run it with Jacobs. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
The ball carrier.
A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
A.J. Boye.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That's a gain.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. They'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be Tyrell Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
And I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Lock. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Lock will try again on 2nd down. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try a little trickery here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's third down.
Throwing his lock on third down. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Taylor Muse with it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
That's good.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Carr. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll run with Jacobs. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
A loss of a yard. Brings
now
up
whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
the kickoff for the Raiders.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Lock now on 1st down. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Taylor Muse with it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Shedding the tackle. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
Now Locke, he wants the football to town, but it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke will go up top here for Hamler. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 39 yards there, a big one.
Gain on the play.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction. Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops. From midfield, here's Locke. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's Locke. He does it underneath here to Lindsey. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30.
To Philip Lindsay.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
1st down, Denver.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown, Denver.
Philip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Broncos cut into that lead. So he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit. And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Jacobs with a carry on 1st down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now the 5th-year running back is Jalen Richard. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Carr now on 1st down. Reception here by Ruggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call a moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 22. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
12-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Richard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. First and 10 at the 11. Carr gives to Richard. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Simmons on the tackle. A gain of 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Block. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Block now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. LaMarcus Joyner with the pick. He takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Raiders 34, Broncos 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD? That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell him. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Locke looks to throw it again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good. Now Locke again. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown.
To K.J. Hamler.
K.J. Hamler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Is good. Makes the score Raiders 34, Broncos 21. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Ryan Switzer on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.